What up, everybody? How we doing today? Welcome to me talking about stuff. Sorry for the shoddy internet. Right now, I'm using my Wi-Fi instead of my normal plugin. Hopefully that I don't know. Hopefully that rectifies itself, looks better. Yeah. So I'm going to talk about a few things. I'm sure a lot of you noticed we haven't been doing shows lately. But I do want to let everybody know that we will be doing shows. There will be shows. The Friday shows will be the same, the last panels, with Bob, Warren, Charles Gray. That should remain the same. Should remain the same. But the Tuesday show, the TGIT, I think that's done. For me personally, I think it's done. It's hard whenever you have to meet like everybody's scheduling lineup, you know. I mean, for Charles, like that's hard for him, man, because like we're doing it 8:30 Eastern. That's like 1:30 in the morning his time. That's hard for him to do. And like I can't keep asking the guy to do that. And that's rough, you know. And it's just hard. It's just hard for him. And you know, he's been a good sport about it. He doesn't mind doing the Friday show because I mean that's on the weekend type deal. But we will have shows going forward on Tuesday. Me and Gray are going to be doing something. But I wanted the channel to be more regular. I want you guys to know when shows will happen and what is going to happen. So what I'm going to be doing before each stream, which will be on Fridays and Tuesdays, and me and Warren are going to bring over our comic book channel over here. We're just going to have like a last panel network type of thing where all the shows are under this umbrella, where other people can use this StreamYard to do their own stuff. Like if they want to use it this way and things like that, they can. But my schedule is going to be so hard, like for up until like the end of September. So I need to be me personally. I need to know like, okay, this day I'm doing a show, this day I'm doing, so I can make time for those things. And I want you guys to know what we're doing. I don't want the StreamYard to be set up like 10 minutes before we go on. You know, I want you guys to know in advance. So whenever we do, not this Friday, but the Friday after that, at the beginning of the show and at the end of the show, I'm going to run a little thing and it's going to say what we're doing for the next 4 weeks. For the next 4 weeks. And that's for everything. That's for the last panel. That's for me and Warren reviewing comics. So you guys can know what comics we're going to do if you want to follow along or anything like that. And if you want to, you can always join the Laps Comic Fan Discord. I put up digital editions of whatever comic we're going to do if you guys want to read it. If not, that's, you know, I totally understand that. Hey, what's up, Nightmare? Yeah, it's sometimes it's hard, and I can't keep asking Charles to show up at 1:30 in the morning. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, what happens if he has like something going on or something that he's got to juggle to it? It's too much on Charles. Like it just is. And I love doing the show. I actually do. I love doing it, but like for them to have all the segments to get ready, all that stuff, like there's really no time. You know what I mean? Where the last panel, we just get together and we have a bunch of fun. You know, it's just we do the top 10s, top 5s, top whatever. Like this Friday will be our top 5 90s comedy movies. Something easy. So me and Gray got together and we made a Google Doc where he just unloaded a shit ton of ideas. So we're going to have those, you know, in the back, and I might just put up like a, you know, something at the beginning and the end that'll say like last panel schedule, and then it'll tell you this, and then it'll have under there like off the shelf comics, this is the schedule for that, and it'll have other things too. We have a new show that we're going to do, me and Gray, with the subsequent name is the Iffy Tuesday Show, or Tits. So that could be something that we're going to do. I like the name. Gray just kind of said it, so I don't know if he wants to keep it that, but I think that's kind of fucking hilarious. So I think it's great because what are you doing? You know, it's watching tits, and then you got It's Titty Tuesday. It's Titty Tuesday. That's fantastic. But I'm not closing the door if Charles has a day that he could do something, because this isn't all predicated on Charles, by the way. I hope nobody takes it that way. I feel that way personally. This is just how I feel. I just can't keep asking the dude to show up, like I said, at 1:30 in the morning. And on days there might be a day where I can't do something because I might be working till 12 midnight my time. And that's not fair to have someone not get stuff ready and then not be able to show up and stuff like that. So and he's got his own channel to do. And if I'm asking him to do 2 shows a week, that's not fair for his channel. And I'm sure he's got a whole bunch of other stuff. And same with with Gray. Like I said, I don't know what he's doing with his channel and things like that. Like me, I haven't even done anything on Laps Comic Fan in forever. I want to continue to start doing more stuff with that. There's just a whole bunch of things that came to the fray. Like last Friday, we were going to do a show, but then we did a early Mother's Day thing. Like that was apparently planned with me. I did not know any of it. My contribution was, oh, Steve, by the way, you're paying for everybody at this restaurant that we're going to. It's like, oh, am I? Thank you. Happy Steve Day to you. So it's just stuff like that, guys. And we also, what I would like is more the chat interaction. Where some people, I'm not saying anybody on the panel, where some people don't really care about the chat, they just want people to chat. I actually do. If you notice, whenever I'm on a show, I always interact with the chat. I always do. I don't care if it's in the middle of me talking or saying something. The whole point of doing content is for me to get my ideas out to you guys and what you think of them. And that's kind of what I want to do. That's what my whole point for YouTube was. I've had a really big YouTube channel. I've had a very small YouTube channel. So the main thing is to get those ideas out there and see what you guys think. And I would also love for you guys to pick, what do you guys think would you want to do? And the Jackie Chan show. I know a lot of people wanted us to do that, but certain people couldn't make it that week. So it was just 3 of us instead of 5. And a lot of people didn't even know the show happened because they're not subscribed to the last panel. So, we want everybody that comes through Charles's channel or through Gray's channel, Warren's channel, all those channels to subscribe here to know that you can get all of them here at that point in time. And I also want to go on other people's shows as well. Like Bob has a show on Tuesday, Dad's Turn to Talk. And I would love to go on that show. He's asked me to do it, and I wasn't able to do it because, Tuesdays. And I think it's something that would be a lot of fun. Okay, hold on. He says, Nightmare says, I'm still waiting on that coffee table episode. Reactions to that damn movie are all over the place. Wait, is this something that I would know? What's is it a movie called The Coffee Table Movie? You know me, man, in movies. I am so out of the loop, which is another thing I want to start doing is watching more movies. I want to do that. So is that a movie that we talked about, or it was probably Charles and Gray talking about it? Because they're so much more in the know than I am. I'm kind of like the out of touch person. Okay. So it's one of those dark movies. Okay. Yeah. And I have no problem watching any of that stuff. So is it just called Coffee Table? I'm assuming, or The Coffee Table Movie. I will definitely check it out. I will do that. Maybe me and Gray will do that on one of the shows. We could do that. That's not a problem. But like I said, I also want you guys to be okay. The Coffee Table. Okay, I got it. Let me get this down here on my things to watch. Okay, The Coffee Table. All right, cool. So there's so many things that I do want to watch and do also want to do. And my biggest strength, obviously, is talking about comic books. And I know that's not for everybody. I know it's not. That's why we have 2 other shows where that's, not the subject matter. And but I still want to have that branded in everything. I know some people are like, well, if you have a channel that does everything, it doesn't really stand for anything. And that's not the point. The point of this whole thing, how this started, how the last panel started, was me, Gray, Bob, Warren, and sometimes Charles, we all met each other through another streamer. We were guests on this other streamer's show, and he's an insane human being, a crazy man, right? But we all used to do the show. And me and Gray would be on panels together sometimes, Warren, and it would be like me, Gray, and Bob. And it seemed like that we liked talking to each other more than we liked talking to the specific streamer. So he started taking us off panel shows that he had because he streams every single day. And I just said, hey, man, if I started something, would you guys want to, be a part of it? And they were all like, yeah, let's do that. So that's kind of how it started. And me and Gray came up with the idea of we wanted to do something in the vein of making fun of kind of like 80s sitcoms. That's why the TGIT intro was like an old 80s sitcom intro where we're all at bed on the couch, all that stuff. And Charles made that, which it was great. For me, I just want to talk about, all sorts of things, but we leaned more into comedians, which is still great. You know what I mean? Like, it's still great because Charles has a lot of knowledge about that, being a former comedian, or still is, but just doesn't do it anymore. Is not on the road anymore. It's like we started something, and I think it could have went somewhere. I really do. It's just the scheduling conflict, like we said. But this now, knowing that we will have shows get moving forward, and what they will be and what days they are, they will be there. And even if it's just me on the microphone like this, I want there to be those shows. I don't want to have to cancel something. Or if I can't show up, someone else has the authority to, or the ability to use the StreamYard and still run the show. That should happen. Like, that's why, if you notice, like when we do last panel, I own everything from there, but I let other people host, because that's what the collaboration process should be. It shouldn't be like someone comes up with an idea, I'm hosting the show and using their idea. They're the ones invested in it, so they should be the host of it, and be in the run everything, go top to bottom, however they want to do it, however we do it, top 10 or whatever type of talk that we have. That's what it should be. Like that. I'm an easy person to work with. Any ideas that anybody has, I think should be able to voice that, and we should move forward. But the main thing is making content for the people that like what we do. And, I enjoy the fact that anybody shows up, like anybody. It could be one person, and I'm super happy. I want it to be popular and stuff like that. But I also like having a relationship with the audience and knowing them and knowing that they enjoy what we talk about, stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of what we're going to be doing moving forward. So you'll know what the shows are weeks in advance. You'll know, like, when we go not live this Friday, but the Friday after that, the Friday after, you will know what the next 4 shows are. You will know when the comic book show is. You will know when the titty show is. You'll know all of that stuff. I'll just have like a picture at the front and the back of the show, and you'll know. And that way I'll have the StreamYards made up and the streams made up, so they'll be done in advance, so you guys will know weeks out that, oh, hey, this day this show is there, this day that show's there. And I would like to, every 4th show, like how Nightmares and Nerdscape says he wants to see the coffee table review. That's what I would like. I would personally like the fans or the commenters to be able to get their voices heard and have us talk about those things. So, I will talk to them about the coffee table movie, and I will get a panel together to watch the movie and talk about the movie, even if it's crazy and horrible. I'm used to watching that stuff. I went through a phase, we called it the HSM phase, the heavy subject matter movies, and I watched the shit out of that stuff. So I'm cool with doing that. But I just wanted to, I wanted to come on here for a few minutes and let you guys know what was going on. I like to be transparent. I'd like to tell you guys what's going on with the channel and what we're going to do moving forward. So that's what we're going to do. And I hope everybody's cool with that. So on this channel, make sure you're subscribed to this channel, and you will get the last panel on Fridays. You will get the new Tuesday show, and you will get me and Warren reviewing comics. You'll get off the shelf comics as well. So, you know, you can pick and choose what you want to watch, what you want to do, but knowing ahead of time what's out there and what comics, especially if you're going to follow the comic book show, I would suggest if you have Discord, getting onto the Laps Comic Fan Discord, just send me a message on there and I'll get you in. We don't really, there's not a lot of talk on there, but there's a lot of, hey, this week, this comic is being read. And then I'll post it in there so you guys can follow along if you don't have access to the comic. So, and you'll be able to, you know, if you say, oh, I'd like to hear what the new Venom story is or the new Spider-Man, you'll be able to do that and follow along with us as well and give your opinion. So that's basically just some housekeeping. And I know we haven't seen you guys for a while. So that's kind of what I just wanted to get on here and do. I appreciate everybody. I really do. I know sometimes I seem a little bit cynical and just like most of the stuff is not an act, guys. It's just how I am in real life because I try to be very transparent. And I love doing shows for you guys. And like I said, I won't be as choppy next time. I just didn't have time to. I have the way my shit is set up. I'm actually in a basement here because my office is still being worked on. They said it could take up with the stuff that I asked them to do. They said it could take up to like 6-7 months. So once that's done, I'll be able to just have my computer up there and have all that stuff there. So it won't have to keep running a cable back down or running it from the router to here, you know, but that's kind of what I'm doing now. So you guys only see like the little background here. I am a little bit sad that the pole won't be there. Maybe I should have them install a pole just so it's there. You know, that pole has been with me for a long time and I don't want to, you know, not include the pole. So there's that. But I love you guys, and I hope you guys stick with us because we do have a lot of fun ideas coming up. And for the comic book stuff, man, I would love to see you guys interact with that. If you're into it, if you're not, I totally understand. I totally get it. It's trust me. I know I seem awesome with all this stuff around me being the age that I am, but it's not as cool as you think. I've saved all the pussy for everybody. So don't worry. But all right, guys, I just wanted to let you know what's up. And I will see you on Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to be doing last panel. It will be our top 5 90s comedies. And I hope to see you there. And I love you all. And everybody, have a great night.